literary sensation. I'm your host, Dan, and in this episode, I'm going to be looking at the book, The Savage Art of Bob Larkin. So here we have the Savage Art of Bob Larkin, and this is by the publisher SQP, who also did the Ken Barr book that I looked at, and this is Bob Larkin is an illustrator who's got a very similar history to Ken Barr, in that he did a lot of paperback artwork. He did a lot of advertising. He was a commercial artist, a working commercial artist. I mostly know him for the artwork he did for the covers of Marvel's black and white magazines, like Savage Sword of Conan. And just like the Ken Barr book says Volume 1, this Bob Larkin one says Volume 1. I don't know that there'll ever be a Volume 2 of either of these things. I really would like a second volume of the Bob Larkin. These are very short books. It costs money to do nice printings of all this color stuff, and so they're keeping them thin. I mean, these paperbacks are only $15, which is a pretty good price for them. But somebody like Bob Larkin, yeah, he is just he's not a legend like Frank Frazetta, but he's a terrific artist. He deserves to have some nice books. His covers are very pulp, and I love it. A book thicker, covering more of this stuff and with heavier paper would be great. But I think these books are really wonderful for what they are. This one looks like the cover's coming away a little bit. The glue's coming undone. But yeah. So this is the this is the extent of the talking about his history, his bio, and that's a pretty cool picture there. And then it's immediately into the artwork. This is like this is for like paperback novels that were spin-offs of the original Babylon 5 TV show, not the reboot, which I actually think the reboot is probably more familiar to people than the original. A lot of people really love his machines and stuff. There's super special number. This is from the super special number 3 of from Marvel for Close Encounters of the Third Kind. More paperback covers. And this is another Marvel magazine, the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back Marvel magazine. Oh yeah, here's the enormous penis going up there. This is from the National Lampoon. I remember this. My God, when I saw that, I loved it. I used to read the National Lampoon when I was probably younger than I should have been, and I just thought this was the funniest thing. It's really well done. I missed a couple pages. This is another one of those Marvel super special magazines. This is for Jaws 2. I'm not sure what there's these are from some of those Star Trek spin-off novels. Anyway, back to this. Of course, I love the Universal Monsters. I think this is a great cover for it here. Here's some more parody covers he did. Which ones? This is the Nebbish from Marvel's Mad Knockoff, Crazy, And then Obnoxo the Clown. Is that what was he also crazy? I was thinking he was from some other one, but I guess they're both from Crazy, huh? Oh, and I had this um, Monsters the Movie magazine #2. It was a good um, it wasn't comics. It was like their answer to famous monsters. Um, and it was more like Castle Frankenstein because it was a more serious look at monster films. And it was a magazine I really like. I have that around somewhere. And here's a Tomb of Dracula cover. And some more. Most of these are, a lot of these are Marvel magazine stuff. Some pretty cool stuff. So it talks. So like here it talks about how he took over doing the cover for the Doc Savage stuff from James Bama, and I have a video on James Bama. It's one of my least watched videos, one of my first ones. You should take a look back because I go through a really great book on his artwork. It's a lot of fun. But here he is, and he used the same Steve Holland, the famous male actor who posed for a lot of the covers for Obama. He used the same actor, so there was some continuity there in the way he looked and everything, and that weird haircut that looks more like a helmet than anything else. There's some more of those Doc Savage covers. The Doc Savage covers are kind of weird because they're about action, but you'll notice that most of them are just poses. There's really very little action happening on them. There's a few things here and there, but pretty cool. So this was the Hulk black and white magazine. And you know something? I don't remember reading the Hulk black and white magazine. I had stopped reading the Hulk comic by that time, but I was reading most of the black and white stuff. So, but you know, I just don't remember those comics at all. And here's a bunch of different promotional art, you know, not used for a particular, you know, magazine or anything. A lot of this stuff that was used for a trade paperback thing. So anyway, so some of his work for Marvel. Fun stuff. That's a pretty interesting one. It's weird, you know, to have this space. Is this, oh yeah, because it's the cover. So they probably put the logo and stuff over that. I was going to say it's weird because so much of the stuff is happening down there at the bottom. It's just the format of the cover. A lot more Marvel superhero stuff. The way, you know, obviously, you know, an illustrator such as him is going to do his Punisher looking even more than ever like it comes from one of those men's paperback adventures. Those are some cool monsters back there. Very cool. This is the Rook, which was a character for Warren Publishing. You know, he's got a lot of these figures standing in the middle. Those aren't my favorite type of, you know, I prefer a little more action to them and a little less staging. But it's the it's the type of art that he was familiar with, and what they mostly asked for on the smaller paperback covers, and it kind of carried over to his magazine work. But like, man, these Conan ones, this is what was made me a fan of them. This is Conan stuff. And in here, you'll see he got to do the action. It's, you know, he's stepped away from just having the heroic pose. And some really cool stuff. There's Conan meets Jaws. I mean, that's not what the story's called, but, you know, that's obviously why they did it. And this one was kind of weird. It always made it looked to me like he was licking the blood off his wounded hand. I'm just not sure that that's really what's supposed to be happening. And now we're back to some more book covers. I'm not sure about these. These seem quasi-religious. Theirs looks like David and Goliath, stuff like that. Obviously, this is definitely religious. And I hear some Western paperbacks. That's actually, you know, that's a Western romance novel. Man, that's a lot of detail for what's going to end up on a little paperback cover. So I'm guessing these are some of those wraparounds, you know, because sometimes I don't see it anymore, but they used to when the paperbacks have the wraparound covers. So you would have the title here, and on the back of the book, the synopsis would be above the rest of the picture. The Sheriff and the Branding Iron Murders. That's the title of that book. Promo stuff. You've got Call to Glory, starring Craig T. Nelson. Never saw that show. Korea Kill. Let's see here. Yeah, most of these paperbacks are not ones I read. I mostly read horror paperbacks, but I did read some of the adventure ones. There's a whole cover. Here's some more of his stuff. Ken Barr I've got this Kiss of Death. I don't have these, and I don't think most of the artist ones are not available. I don't think. I think it's mostly the pinup stuff that they have on their website right now. You can check them out. www.sqpinc is sqpinc.com. Fastener and Larson do fantasy art that has a pinup attitude. So I don't have much of that stuff to look at. So, and there you go. So like I said, he's a pulp artist. He's a, you know, done a lot of covers for a lot of things, and I think he's got some interesting stuff. I wish it had concentrated a little more on the stuff that I personally like, but I think for $15, this is a nice little overview of the type of stuff he did. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that.